Hi, I'm Charlie Marshall. We're here today at my restaurant, The Marshal, in New York City. And today we're going to be cooking one of my favorite recipes, barbecue braised molasses bourbon pork ribs. So our first step here is to combine our wet ingredients. We're going to start with our ketchup, mustard, those always go well together, lemon juice, brown sugar, it's not a liquid, but it goes with them, Tabasco or another hot sauce, your favorite hot sauce is fine, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire, very important. The honey's going to add some thickness. 3/4 of a cup of bourbon. Don't use bourbon from a plastic bottle. Use a decent bourbon. It's going to add a lot of flavor, and you want it to be good flavor. And then molasses. That's also going to help thicken up this sauce a little bit. Now we have all our wet ingredients. We're just going to combine them. So now we're going to put our dry ingredients together. This is pretty simple. You're going to take your pepper. This should be fresh pepper. This was fresh ground just a few minutes ago. Kosher salt. If you don't use kosher salt, use less salt. Table salt is saltier than kosher salt. Just get them combined enough that they're kind of a nice little homemade spice mix. Once you're finished with that, you can take your oil and put it in a medium-sized saucepan on medium heat. Let the oil heat up a little bit, and then go ahead and put in your diced onions. Once your diced onions have been in there just a couple of minutes, you can add the garlic. Once your onions begin to sweat and become translucent, then you can go ahead and stir in your spices. Once you've got a nice consistency, just a few more minutes, you can go ahead and stir in your wet ingredients, and you're going to let that sit and simmer for a few minutes, stirring it frequently. Once it's all combined, your sauce is finished. You're going to take a little bit of it and coat the bottom of your pan that you're going to do your pork ribs in. Lay your pork ribs on top and cover them with the barbecue sauce. Then you're going to make sure that your oven is preheated to 450 degrees. Slide in your ribs, and you're going to leave them in there for about an hour and a half. After that, take them out. Make sure the meat is falling off the bone almost. You can serve them immediately, or you can take them, let them cool on the counter for a minute, and then refrigerate them, and they'll stay good for a few days in the fridge. Your sauce will keep good for probably up to a month because there's quite a bit of vinegar. When you are going to reheat the ribs, just make sure you put a little extra sauce on top of them. You can put them in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and they'll be ready to serve. I'm Charlie. Thanks for stopping by. For more recipes, go to foxnewsmagazine.com.